delusion.
With them strong delusion. Come on.
That they should believe a lie.
They shall believe that Christmas has something to do with Christ.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Say, come out of her, my people. Come on.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. That ye receive none of her plagues.
That you receive none of her plagues. That you be not partakers of her sin. And that you receive none of her plagues, man. But you got to come up out of her. Out of what all your familiarity that get you from around familiar spirits, man.
That's
so that
right.
spirit, so that alcoholism, that you being a junkie and addicted to fentanyl and heroin, that same familiar spirits won't be around you, man. You can separate yourself from those things. Brother, you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, brother?
Step around there.
Yeah.
You got a question?
I actually thought this was I'm looking for it outside the foundation period. No, I thought this was that.
Yeah, nah, but this what you need. This how God did that. This what you need. You see what I'm saying? You know your nationality according to the Bible?
I'm familiar.
What's your nationality?
We're going by talking about the Morris Knights and stuff, right?
No,
Not that?
we not Moors.
Not Morris? Who you got?
We trying to find out who are you, make sure that you know who you are.
I'm an original man. Asiatic black man.
You're Asiatic black man. Okay.
God of the universe.
God of the universe. Okay. All right. So you the God of the universe. Give me Psalm 82:6. You believe in the Creator? All right. So you're not the creator of that God. So you believe it's a God above.
Not the creator of the world.
Right.
I understand that there's a higher power.
All right.
I do believe that we within ourselves and understand the God within us.
You believe this happened?
What's that?
Transatlantic slave trade? For sure, right? Alright. So what we bringing out is that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Moors, that they are the children of Israel. Alright? Saying that we're God's chosen nation of people. And with us being the children of Israel, we are the light bearers, we are the priests of this world, and we're supposed to be emitting that light to the world, which is righteousness, right? Which is uprightness, which is doing thus says the Lord, the Creator. All right, so it's certain laws, and we see the Bible as our constitution. So this ain't religion, this is a nationality. All right, and when we say we are that, because this has been prophesied in the Bible that this will happen to us. All right, give me Deuteronomy 7:6, and then give me Deuteronomy 28. You say you believe in the Bible or not? You believe in the Bible? Okay, all praise.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people
Holy means separate.
unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
What's your name? Kimante? Did you hear that? Did you hear what he just said? Right. He said, read that again for him.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So what would that mean? He chose you to be a special people above all people that are upon the face of this earth.
I think pretty self-explanatory. I think,
We better. It's no equality, right? He's not talking about equality. He chose a certain people to be above all people that are upon this face of this earth. So it's a reason why we run the fastest, why we jump the highest, why we the most innovative, and not just innovative in also in our wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Also in our wickedness, we are the vessels of that. You know what I'm saying? If they want to show homosexuality, they gonna use us. You know what I'm saying? If they want to deal with fornication or those, they gonna use us. You know what I'm saying? Trapping, they gonna use us with the music. Making it Horism, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. They gonna use us because we gonna spread that message better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Precept.
Go ahead with your precept.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
That the black Latino Native Americans are the true children of Israel. I know I done spoke to you a couple times already. You know what I'm saying?
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
He said that he's the Lord our God and nobody else. He's not dealing with no other nations. And so in that, he gonna punish us. But give me that Deuteronomy 28. Give me that Deuteronomy 28. Go ahead with the Amos. But give me that Deuteronomy 28.
It's the book of Amos,
I know you about to
3.
I got you.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you.
Where's the Chandler Inn?
The Chandler Hotel?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know where the Chandler Inn at?
Chandler?
Chandler Inn.
Chandler? Hotel?
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Therefore he gonna punish us. So he don't know no other people. You know what I'm saying? You got kids? Yeah, so you ain't gonna whoop nobody else kid. You told your kids to do something, right? You told them to rake the yard up. If you come home, they ain't raking the yard. They out there playing, kicking the bubble with some other children. You ain't gonna whoop the other children. You gonna whoop your kids because you gave them the instruction to clean the yard, but they didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we in the condition that we in, because we getting whooped and no, the other nations ain't get, because he not dealing with them. He gave us the instruction. We the ones supposed to follow it. So when we eat pork, shrimp, and lobster, we number one in high blood pressure, diabetes. When we be homosexuals and fornicators, dealing with multiple women, and so we number one in all STDs. We ain't the nastiest, but we number one in all STDs. That judgment coming down on us more than it do these other nations. You seen Biden just hired a darn transsexual. He just hired a transsexual. First thing, everybody clapping for Biden. First thing he did was hire a darn transsexual in there to be the secretary of what? Of health. So you got a transsexual trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, to give us advice on health. You know what I'm saying? But we being number one in all STD cat, it's because he's only gonna punish us for our iniquities. You know what I'm saying? He only dealing with us. So we gotta come up out of there and repent and think on our ways. But it come with us meditating. Give me Joshua 1:8. Sister, you believe in the Bible, sis? You need to hear that word, man. You need that word. You know your nationality according to the Bible? Our people don't want that word, man. They want the world. They want the world, no matter how hard the world done been to them. No matter how hard, because we know it's hard, because we done been through it, and we going through it. We got the same problems. We got the same problem, the same temptations. And we done came from the same backgrounds. We done sat where y'all sat. We ain't out here telling, that's why we teach on the street. That's why we ain't in no church. We different. We built different. He raised us up there. He raised us out the dust. So we come back to the same environment. That's why we out here. Because this is where we came from. This is who we can relate to. I can't speak like this. I can't speak to certain people, certain 80-year-old church, somebody been in church 40, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my lot. But I can speak to somebody who been trying to sell dope and still ain't came up yet. Been selling dope 10, 15 years and still on that same path. Still repeating the cycle. I can talk to him. I can talk to that brother who talking about he can't quit smoking Zaza and then ain't got a place to stay, but then spending $20 a day on weed. You see what I'm saying? I can talk to that brother because I came from that. You know what I'm saying? I came from that cycle and it didn't get me nowhere. And I ain't come back to this word until I realized that, man. Sometimes we gotta realize that and realize that, man, we can't keep repeating. We gotta do something different. We gotta do something different, man. Something else gotta hit because this ain't it. And then we all in the same circle fighting for the same crumbs. We can't win. And then we can't come together. We can't come together because we ain't got no loyalty. We don't live by no code. Streets ain't got no code no more, man. Didn't have no code in the 80s. It don't show ain't got no code now, really. You know what I'm saying? Everybody for themselves, man. No matter what they tell you, they still slick dissing for themselves. And be the first one when it do something, do pop, be the first one to knock you off for it. Give me that Joshua 1:8.
It's the book of Joshua,
You had something?
chapter 1, and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
And you're not gonna want to do what's written therein until we meditate on the word. Just like we meditate on the trap music. You feel what I'm saying? We meditated on that, and that's what manifests. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of jokers who come from the suburbs, man. A lot of jokers come from the suburbs, had a good life, man. Family give them anything, had all the joy, family buy them, but they end up selling. Why they end up going to that lifestyle? Because of what they meditating on, because of what they listening to. You know what I'm saying? And then that made that end up being cool, because the music is what cool. No matter what, that's why they want that kind of music out here. Because that's what's gonna trend us to make us, no matter where we come from, no matter what our background is, you know what I'm saying? Mom, parents could have worked at Emory, way out there, they'll somehow still end up coming back here to County Road to try to sell, and then go back to a mansion, and they was out here sitting out here 10 hours to make $50. Because they want to be around that, because of what they meditating on. And see, that's getting inside of our subconscious. That's getting inside of our subconscious. We've been doing it since we were 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, man. And now these kids raising kids, well, the kids, you know what I'm saying, they already be gone. So we gotta watch what we meditating on. Give me that Psalms 1:2. Also, keep going on that though. You had something?
For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous.
Because then we'll make our way prosperous. Because we'll change it. We'll change the tune. You know what I'm saying? I ain't realize. I realize I done smoked a 4-bedroom house. I done put that in the air. I done put it in the air, man. And then struggling to pay rent. You see what I'm saying? And then don't have nothing. Then when I leave rent, say I break my lease or my lease up and I need to go somewhere, then I ain't got no oh. You're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side. But that's most of us. Spiritually, that's most of us. Spiritually, most of us are on the wrong side. Spiritually, most of us are on the wrong side, man. And think we straight. You know what I'm saying? And think we got it together, thinking, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this light gonna go green, I'm gonna go, and they gonna be with it, and then them problems gonna hit us straight first. And then before we know it, we back at zero. You know what I'm saying? When we thought we had it figured out, we just stacked some bread up, we finna get, and then boom, that thing hit us right in the face, and we back at ground zero. Go ahead and bring that out.
Precept. This is Romans chapter 10 and verse 21. But to Israel he saith, all day long I have stretched forth my hand unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
And all day long we stretch forth our hand to a gainsaying and disobedient people, man. We out here stretching forth, and that's what the Most High doing now. Stretching forth his hand. You know what I'm saying? That's why we out here. We the Most High hand stretching forth his word. But we ain't telling you to join no organization. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good for you to, you know what I'm saying, convert, be on this side, so you can have that testimony. You feel what I'm saying? So you can have that testimony to tell you, like, bruh, this ain't it. And then it's just so simple on this side. You feel what I'm saying? And you'll have that help. But you got everything got to be reestablished, man. What's going on today? What's going on today is just that same cycle, man. That same cycle. Just like we congratulating Biden, we thinking that these folks gonna help us up out of this thing. We thinking the stimulus checks gonna come. You know what I'm saying? We up here wearing masks. We dealing with the plagues and the sins of this world. That's what we seeing manifesting right now. And what's gonna happen is gonna get harder and harder. Just like all these folks out here leaving California and they leaving Texas, they coming here, it's gonna make it hard. Rent gonna go up. You struggling with rent now in the next 2, bro. 4 years ago, man, I was paying $500 for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, I started hearing that too. The phone went up so high now, like,
Well, it done doubled. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. And if we don't have that mindset, we don't know these things. You know what's finna come. It's finna get higher and higher, man. And it's happening quick. Everything is manifesting extremely fast now, man. Extremely fast.
So look, what I was trying to say about that, I was trying to say something like, I was reading something in the Bible, right? And it said something like, you know when the last day comes, something like that, right? Because I feel like y'all doing what they saying now, like there's gonna be people out there just trying to preach the word and get everybody
Just
to go right.
prophesying, right.
And they still, some people gonna listen and some people not.
Right. Give me that in Joel
That's
2 and 28 and
So I
Matthew
feel like, I
24.
feel like that's what really going on right now. They really
That's what it
everybody
is.
like,
The end
walking
time.
past ain't seeing that like what
They
they said.
ain't end time. And we only out here for the few.
Yeah,
We not out here for the masses. We only out here for the few, man. Everybody, majority not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they still thinking there's something here in this world. We say, telling you ain't even gonna be able to afford this stuff. You on here working 3-4 jobs and we can't afford. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need of working for the world, man. You need to be establishing your works for the Lord and thinking about that everlasting kingdom. Think about that kingdom that's gonna come.
2 and 28.
28. You got it.
I got it. This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 28.
24.
And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Your sons and your daughters gonna be prophesying. Come on.
Your old man shall dream dreams.
And old men gonna dream dreams. People gonna have visions. Come on.
Your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness.
It says pillars of smoke. The sun gonna be turned into dark. That's what I'm saying. Fire coming here, man. Fire and brimstone is coming to this place.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? World War III. You see what I'm saying? That's what they thinking they thinking that it's gonna be peace. They thinking that Biden's came here to give some kind of relief, but this thing is accelerating until this particular time, man. Where you say again, where it's gonna be people out here prophesying, young people gonna be giving visions, and people gonna be on them little TikTok and Instagram talking about this dream that they had. You know what I'm saying? This spiritual that they woke up crying. You know what I'm saying? Hollering because it felt so real. You know what I'm saying? Some visions are gonna be out there. It's gonna be dreams. It's gonna be people prophesying again, like we all have prophesied on the corners, man. Give me that Matthew 24.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, in verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Many's gonna come in his name saying that they are Christ. All right? That Antichrist is gonna be in that, the spirit of the Antichrist, those non-believers. All right, keep going.
And shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars. They were just talking about some Russian ships were on the coast, man, sent a missile over here. We didn't even know the missile went over us. Come on.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
All these things gotta come to pass. Come on.
But the end is not yet.
But the end is not yet. Come on, because we gonna see hard. Jacob's trouble. We gonna see very hard time, man. We gonna be making decisions. You know, people gonna be making decisions on if they gonna eat their child. You know what I'm saying? And we done had hard times like that already in the Bible. We done been in a captivity and famine so much that, you know what I'm saying, we had to make certain decisions like that. You know what I'm saying?
For nation shall rise.
Amos 4 and 8.
For nation shall rise against nation,
Nation gonna rise against nation, man.
and
Come on.
kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence.
And they're gonna be famine and pestilence, man. Pestilence, these diseases, man. We had locusts eating up all the crops out there in Arabia? Arabia, China too, I think got hit with them locusts. You know what I'm saying? Where it's gonna be food shortages. We getting used to, just like ain't no grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of people with the family doing most of their grocery shopping at Family Dollar. at the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no grocery stores in our communities, but they got doing Costco's, doing Kroger, Publix, doing what's the other one? Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's got all the good vegetables, all the organic vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even never shopped at no Costco. Most of us don't even know about Costco's and Trader Joe's. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even seen nothing like that. It's another big one, man. Huh? Lowe's? Nah, I'm talking about grocery store. Lowe's? I don't even know nothing about that. Lowe's. But yeah,
That's
man.
Sam's. You talking about-
I ain't talking about Sam's. It's another big one though. Over there off North Cater Road. Keep going on that. Keep going.
For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
And earthquakes in different places, man. Just like Miami. I remember they had that red algae that was out there. It's probably gonna come back. That little red algae that kept the beaches clear. But not right now. We got this COVID. Well, we can't go nowhere, man. But folks still planning trips. That's how crazy we are. I got family members still talking about, man, let's plan this trip for June, man. Let's go out here to Houston in June and rent this mansion out. And we can all stay in the mansion, and we can hit the club, and we can do all this old food. And seeing COVID, it don't matter, man. We get used to it. We get used to anything, man. Any captivity. And see, that's why we not standing up. Because we can't even see that we worse off, that things are deteriorating. We can't even see that the grocery stores, man, the Dorm Mall stores in there closing down. You know what I'm saying? The grocery stores on the first of the month, everybody get the grocery store is empty. You know what I'm saying? All the meat gone, and we done got like that's our normal now. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we go to prison, man, we get normalized. What we thinking? Cause we got some commissary, cause we got 5-6 pack of noodles. And some darn, you know what I'm saying, and some Zozos, whatever. Yeah, we get complacent. We think like, man, I'm straight.
Right.
We'll start saying that in there. Bro, I'm straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just made their pocket, and they gonna put in on their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Put in on these nachos. You feel what I'm saying? And we see, we'll get complacent anywhere, man. But it gotta be somebody on the outside, like, bro, that
Idiot.
you can't be making no pocket, bro. You out now, man. You know what I'm saying? I had partners come out and still want to make the pockets. Like, bro, we can go to Popeyes. We can get us something to eat, man. We ain't got to eat that, but you know what I'm saying? We get complacent with that thing. We get complacent, and we think it's you know what I'm saying? And we here for them. But if we were white people out here, they wouldn't have said nothing. If we were white people out here teaching the word, they wouldn't have said nothing.
Not a word.
Give me Hebrews 4:12. But that cut them. That cut demons. That bring demons out. We weren't even talking to them. That cut demons and bring the demon out with a demon inside of them roaring. That ain't even them. They don't even realize that. But all this thing is spiritual, man. And he coming to get the word. Give me that Mark chapter 4, verse 14. Go ahead and bring it out.
This is
Amos 4:8.
4:8. This is the book of Amos, chapter 4 and verse 8. So 2 or 3 cities wandered unto one city.
That's an end times. When you talking about end times, 2 or 3 people gonna be wandering to one city. People going just like people leaving California, because California keep burning. California been on fire last 10 years. It continuing to burn every year, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's burning because of that wickedness that's going on over there, man. You know what I'm saying? All the little sacrifices they be doing, that Illuminati, that Hollywood, that holly tree. The holly tree was used to make magic wands, man. Where they would use that to cast spells. That's what on Harry Potter. That was his wand was made out of the holly tree. Right? So you have a place called Hollywood. That's why that place is burning, man, because of that wickedness. In Atlanta next, Tyler Perry getting a big old studio. You know what I'm saying? Full of homosexuals out there doing all that craziness and foolishness, man. He even got an airport now. The Most High just building that stuff up so he can tear it down, so he can show his power. He'll build certain nations up just to destroy them, just like Egypt. Keep going.
To drink water, but they were not satisfied.
But they don't have enough. They're gonna come here to try to get themselves and try to reestablish themselves, and you ain't gonna be satisfied, man. A lot of people come here, Atlanta, eat you up. lot of people come here trying to kick the bobo, man, thinking it's a place of just a black mecca, and it's a place where you can go and reestablish yourself. The cost of living a little cheaper. They come here and get ate up, man. Come here and get ate up. Keep going.
Yet have ye not returned unto me, saith the Lord.
And we'll be out here on the streets and still don't return to the Most High, man. Being our pity. I fell into a situation like that, man. And I was too prideful enough to go back home to tell my dad, man, I messed up, take me back in. But I sat out here and stayed on the streets, man. On that get it how I live type mechanism. You feel what I'm saying? And I still wouldn't return to the Most High. I still wouldn't return to him. I still thought I could figure it out. Keep going, huh?
I have smitten you with blasting and mildew when your gardens and your vineyards and your fig trees and your olive trees increased. The planter worm devoured them.
The planter worm devoured all your vegetables. Just like we were just talking about those locusts that were devouring those plants. Keep going.
Ye have not returned to me, saith the Lord.
And one time I was in a fire, man. I thought I had it together. Car burned up. I was living out my car. Got into an accident. Car burned up, and the fire truck had to spray. How you doing, sister? The fire truck had to spray the darn car down. All my stuff soaking wet, mildew, and then had to start from zero, and now without a car. Keep going.
I have sent among you the pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Your young men have I slain with the sword.
And the young man gets slain with the sword. All right? And the sword now the gun. You know what I'm saying? Youth, rappers don't live to be, they come out 25, you an elder now. You feel what I'm saying? Jokers ain't living to get to be 25. You know what I'm saying? Getting taken out. 18, 19 years old. Sitting up here beefing. Strong beasts. Over females. Over small things, man. And both of y'all got bread. What y'all beefing over? Both of y'all got bread. Over some rap. Like, how y'all rapping and beefing? How y'all 19, 20 years old rapping, beefing, and y'all both got bread? You know what I'm saying? Egos, envy, covetousness, man. All
wisdom.
These things are part of the fruits of the flesh. And that's what we can't be around each other, man. We toxic. You know what I'm saying? Just like those brothers just lashed out for no reason, man. Jokers will sit around and just do that just because of your light. Just because your light shining. Joker will sit around you and get to the point where, bro, I don't like that nigga. I don't like him, bro. I just don't like him. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, he flying on you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how simple it is. You ain't got to do nothing. That's how crazy the streets. You ain't got to do nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can just I'ma just do my own thing. You ain't that ain't gonna work. Cause Joker just gonna hate you just cause of your light. Just cause of your light, man. Just cause how you talk. Just cause of how people resonate towards you. Keep going on that, huh?
Your young men have I slain with the sword, and have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Yet ye have not returned unto me, saith the Lord.
We still don't return to the Most High. We can watch our partners get killed, and we don't return to the Most High. What we do is we try to return fire to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to return fire to them and then continue to keep that cycle going, man. But we got to return back to the Most High and pull ourselves out of that. I think that, Bunk Gang, whatever his name is. Bunk Gang. Have you seen him lately? You ain't seen him lately. He pulled himself out of it after he got his jaw broke by one of his partners. Partner knocked his jaw straight loose, who he was supposed to be gang banging with. Knocked his jaw loose, sitting in prison. Everybody was laughing at him, but the stuff they were laughing at, that's what got him in prison, right? And then when he in prison, ain't no love. Ain't no love. Now he done changed and gave his life to the Moab. But that would have to happen to us sometime, man. That would have to happen to us sometime. Sometimes we got to go through certain things, man. Sometimes we got to be sitting there with our jaw broke. You know what I'm saying? That's why Kanye, where he at, jaw broke. Why he at the height, you know what I'm saying, the height of his career. Finna come up, young man about to come up, making beats, with the woo. Get into a car wreck. Mohawk, throw that car across the river, man. And your jaw, and the only reason you woke up is because he trying to, give me that Hosea 5:15. Because we don't just listen. We can't just hear the word. We can't just hear it. You know what I'm saying? We can't just hear it. We gotta go through something. Most High gotta bring us through something, man. And give me that Hosea 4:14.
Seek my face.
Huh?
What's that? Seek my face.
Oh, Hosea 5:15. Come.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place
Till what? And give me Mark 4:14.
till they acknowledge their offense
He said, I'm gonna go return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. Come
and
on.
seek my face.
And seek his face. We don't seek the Most High till we in trouble.
That's right.
See, longer we smiling and kicking the bobo, longer the Zaza still getting passed around, longer we got the liquor, we got the hen, longer we got these little thoughts.